Good evening, welcome to the DBS Sports. I am Kenson Casimir. We begin tonight with news from the Department of Youth Development and Sports. The Department of Youth Development and Sports is making strategic shifts to provide a better service to St. Lucia. Patrick Maffrey has been given the temporary position of Director of Sports. The position was vacated last year and has not been filled since. Maffrey is the most senior youth and sports officer in the department and has been involved in a number of sports administrative positions. Mr. Maffrey announced his temporary appointment yesterday to the coaching staff of the unit. Now, the coaches met to discuss the way forward as they seek to further improve on the service provided to all young persons desirous of developing in sport. At the meeting, coaches expressed a desire to collaborate across sporting disciplines to ensure proper talent identification. Also introduced at this meeting was Youth and Sports Officer Clivus Jules. Jules, who has the sports development responsibilities for Dennery North and South District, will be expected to be used to further strengthen and oversee the coaching program. The program coordinator, Dane McClaw, has been on medical leave since late last year. Meanwhile, this term will witness the various primary and secondary schools island-wide staging their inter-house track and field championships. In addition, one will also witness the staging of the various intra-district competitions. This will culminate with the staging of both the inter-district and inter-schools championships. As customary, the Department of Youth Development and Sport will facilitate these schools with the required quota of medals to successfully stage the meets. It is anticipated that well over 20,000 medals will be made available. Meanwhile, the schedule of meets for schools within the Castries Basin are as follows. In the month of January, Vidbouteille Secondary hosted their meet that was earlier today at the Mindo Phillip Park. Camille Henry Memorial will host on Friday at the Mindo Phillip Park, while Anglican Primary will host theirs on January 31st, also at the Mindo Phillip Park. Now, in the month of February, Entrepot Secondary hosts a track and field event on February 1st. Carmen Reddy Memorial Primary on the 2nd, St. Joseph's Convent on the 5th, Forest Tech Combined on the 6th, and Ave Maria Primary on the 7th at the Mindo Phillip Park, while Babonneau, they'll host theirs on that same date at the Darren Sammy Cricket Grounds. Cyrus Simmons Secondary hosts theirs on the 8th, while Masha Combined hosts theirs on the 9th of February 2018 at the Mindo Phillip Park. We'll give you the others in a subsequent sportscast. In cricket, the curtains will come down on the Royal St. Lucia Police Force Divisional Cricket 2020 competition on Thursday, 25th January at the Darren Sammy Cricket Ground, starting from 12:30 p.m. The format of the tournament was one in which the participating teams played each other in a round-robin format, with the winner advancing to the finals. There was then a playoff between the second and third place team to determine the other finalists. Following the round-robin tournament, the Scholars Southern Division emerged winners. They were followed by Phillip Northern Division and Lawrence Police Headquarters. In the playoffs, Phillip Northern Division won over Lawrence Headquarters to advance to the finals. The finals will be played between Phillip Northern Division with the likes of Sheldon Thorpe and Magarong Shulut. They will come up against Scholars Southern Division, who will be depending on Cyril Charles, Donnan Edward and Ruben Ramroach to help them retain the Commissioner's Cup. Following the finals, the following awards will be presented: Best Bowler, Best Batsman, the MVP of the finals, overall MVP of the tournament. A police team will be selected to participate in the RSS tournament scheduled to be held in Grenada later this year. Well, still in cricket, following the completion of the CWI 4-day sponsored Digicel Cricket Tournament, outstanding players were rewarded for their achievements. In the batting department, Devon Smith, a record number of runs at a glowing average of 84.23, was a remarkable achievement being attained in just 10 matches. In the process, he became only the 4th batsman to amass more than 1,000 runs in a single Windies first-class season. For his accomplishments, he received the Sir Vivian Richard Award and a check of US $1,500. In the bowling department, the Jaguars' Veerasamy Permaul collected exactly 50 wickets at an average of 18.90. It is the second time that the left-hand spinner has finished with the most wickets in a season. For his efforts, he earned the Courtney Walsh Award and the US $1,500. The most dismissal award went to Anthony Bramble, who effected 45 dismissals to become the leading wicket-keeper this season. He received the Derek Murray Award and a prize money of US $1,500. Jonathan Carter received the same prize money and the Clive Lloyd Award for his 17 catches in the field. Well, Two other awards were presented to John Campbell of Jamaica Scorpions for being the top all-rounder with 603 runs and 19 wickets. He received the US $1,500 and the Malcolm Marshall Trophy. Sherman Lewis of the Windward Island Volcanoes received the Sir Andy Roberts Award and US $1,000 for being the most promising fast bowler. He had a haul of 30 wickets. Well, winners Guyana Jaguars, they pocketed US $36,000, US $15,000 for winning the championship, and US $21,000 for winning 7 matches. Wow, not bad. We take a break, but when we get back, all roads lead to the Philip Master Grounds this weekend. Welcome back. Following pulsating action at the Philip Master Grounds in Vieux Fort with the staging of the quarterfinal of the Caribbean Alliance Gold Cup last weekend, the stage is now set for the semifinals. Yes, football, lovely football, returns to the Philip Master Grounds this weekend. So on Saturday, we will feature the semifinals of the Flow Play Championship. On Saturday, 27 January 2018, one will witness a Castries Derby. Former champions of the Gold Cup, VSADC, with the likes of their leading goal scorer Clive Jabatis in the mix, will come up against Flow Lancers at 6 p.m. The latter will be pinning their hopes on Nigel Springer as the informed striker. The second semi-final will feature newcomers Laboe Connection against one-time title contenders Carica Masters, with Alvin Malakan in their ranks, the tournament's fastest goal scorer. Top team. Well, will he be able to give his team the early momentum again, albeit in a winning cause? You need to be there to find out. Now, the action continues on Sunday, 27 January, with yet another doubleheader as teams battle it out in the semi-finals of the Caribbean Alliance Gold Cup. Kicking off the excitement at 5 p.m. will be Valencius Joseph and his impressive Valley legends out of the Mabia Valley when they come up against the boys from the north. That's Grosley Veterans. The northern team will no doubt be dependent on former national player as Francis Babalastic, Roger Celestin, Urban Augustine, and Mike Phillip to see them through. Go Mike. The night's proceedings will come to a close at 8 p.m. in a repeat of last year's semi-finals home team of Vieux Fort Central will square off against Soufriere Veterans. That's a game no one should miss. The home team will be pinning their hopes on the trio of Titus Titielva, their leading goal scorer, Andy Buto Jabatis, and Wilbur Moffat. While players like Jerome Baboy Seville turn the tables, will they turn the tables on this year's opponent? To find out, we'll show up at the Philip Master Grounds, where there will be plenty of entertainment and lots of giveaways all night. Well, in cycling, Junior Cyclist of the Year Clive Mitchell participated in the Grand Prix des Artisans du Fossoyeur held in Martinique on Saturday, January 20th, 2018. The race was held over a distance of 84 kilometers in Fossoyeur, Martinique, with 65 athletes participating. Mitchell placed 12th in the race, and he placed fourth in the juniors in a time of 2 hours, 36 minutes, 26 seconds. Fabian Odwell was the winner of the junior division. In rugby, 9 St. Lucian women will be traveling to Martinique to compete at the 3rd Trophy Antillique Feminine Rugby 7 tournament on the 27th of January 2018. They will be competing against teams from Martinique, Guadeloupe, and Paris. The young team of promising athletes continues to show improvement on the field. The challenging experience at Barbados World Sevens in December 2017 helped the team prepare for the French tournament. The team will be accompanied by team physiotherapist Zania Allen and assistant coach Roger Butcher. The team is composed of Genesis Alfred, Jeremiah Everest, Valerie Gabriel, Mylene Grunberg, Chantal John, Kamika President, Signa President, Mary Roberts, and Sheena St. Mark. Well, in tennis, Hallmark and Splash Island Water Park has partnered with the Total Tennis Club to host its inaugural Green Ball Tennis Playdate. The event is scheduled to serve off from Saturday 27th to Sunday 20th January 2018. Categories for this event include 10 and under green dot ball and 12 and under. The event is open to all boys and girls in this category with singles and doubles. Tournament director Coach Dean White is really excited and looks forward to having the kids compete as they will be playing for ranking points. Total Tennis Club wishes to thank Hallmark for making this event possible and also Splash Island Water Park for coming on board. We encourage parents, well-wishers and coaches to come and support young talent as they take the court. Well, finally, LeBron James became the youngest player ever with 30,000 career points, then got upstaged by the youngest player on the court. Spurs point guard DeJounte Murray, a friend and mentee of James, had 19 points, 10 rebounds and 7 steals to lift San Antonio over the slumping Cleveland Cavaliers 114-102 on Tuesday night. Well, LeBron is expected to surpass the all-time record obtained by Kareem Abdul-Jabbar if he stays fit by the year 2022. Wow, good luck with that. As the buzz on sports, the DBS News continues after the break.